Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you one simple thing, and that is one great blues lick which you can recycle through many of your solos. I'm going to get straight into it with my new style down and dirty videos. So here's the blues lick. We are in the key of D minor for alto sax. Now, what is the D minor blues scale? It's D, F, G, A flat, A, C, and D. I'm sure many of you know that. That is the D minor blues scale. So our lick is actually going to start a semitone beneath the fifth. We're going to go G sharp to A to start the lick. Now don't worry, once we've learned this lick, you can then put it into different keys once you've used the formula. So just remember that the lick starts on the fifth and the semitone beneath the fifth. And then the cool thing about this lick is the way it goes straight up to the tonic in the high octave, and you're going to play that top note short. You're going to slur the first two notes and then attack the third note and make it staccato. Okay, so it's 3, 4. Ba 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 da ba boo ba. My singing's so bad. 3, 4. Now we go down the blues scale from A flat on alto. And you can see how that A flat is smeared into the G. Now the really important thing about learning this lick and every lick is the phrasing. That's where the magic is, all right? Now we go straight down the blues scale, A flat, G, F to D, and C at the bottom. Now the C at the bottom is what's called half-tongued. That's a bit of a complicated technique, but you leave your tongue on the reed and it muffles the note. Okay, now that leaves one more part of the lick. So it's going to be 3, 4. That's what we've got so far. Here's the final part of the lick. It's basically which is G, F, G, D, F. But we're going to put a twiddle on the G. And the twiddle is a little flick onto the A flat. And that leaves us one more note, which is a throwaway note at the end. Now let's call it a D, but there's another variation where it can just be a G. But let's call the last note a D. And the way you play that last D is you slur from the F to the D, and as soon as you've slurred it, then you cut the note off. It's called a slur staccato. Now that's different from a normal staccato. See how much you can learn just from one blues lick. Now this kind of cuts to the chase about the whole point of this video. You can buy a whole book of somebody in the inner circle said, oh, I've got a book full of funky licks, but they mean nothing without the phrasing, and you can learn so much just from learning one lick. So here's the phrasing for the whole thing. We go slurring into the A, staccato top D. Then we bend the A flat into the G and we slur it. Then we tongue the F, slur to the D, half tongue the C, and then that little twiddle that I told you about, that's all going to be slurred until you go back to the G, and then you tongue the G. And then the slur staccato to finish. Here's the whole thing. Now you can also go. So one note different at the end can make your lick work a lot harder for you. So What does it sound like in context? Well, here's what it sounds like in context. I've got a little backing track that I nicked from Phrase Like a Pro. And by the way, Phrase Like a Pro, I'm not plugging Phrase Like a Pro today, but that's where you can learn all this stuff. That is my flagship program where you learn all the techniques I'm just smashing through here.
3, here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, and.
1, 2, 3, 4. Second note.
See how it can work with just that note different at the end. Also, you don't have to start it on beat 2. So let's start it on a new beat. Now, my voice sounds a bit munchkinated because I have taken this backing track up one semitone.
3, here we go.
So, let's start it on beat 3 now, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So there you go. Now, let's put this backing track back into the original key. And let's think about playing this lick in a different key now. Let's do it a semitone down. The easiest way of transposing things is to know the structure of what the lick was. So remember I said semitone into the 5th, up to the root. So we're in C sharp now. You go G to the G sharp, up to the C sharp. I'm not going to go through all the notes that it is a semitone down, but that's what you should be doing. Now, if you wanted to do a semitone up, for example, now we're in E flat. One thing I didn't mention actually is the penultimate note has got that nice vibrato, like you're just eking out the feeling from the lick. So, here's the lick in C sharp.
3, here we go.
Right, now a final thing for this video is that you can play this same lick in the relative major key. So, you know, we did it in D minor to start. It can also work in F major. We've just done it in C sharp minor. It can also work as a major blues lick in the key of E. How do you get from the minor key to the relative major? You just go up 3 semitones. So, I've also got a backing track from Phrase Like a Pro, which instead of being in C sharp minor, like I just played it, is in E major. Here's what it sounds like.
4.
Okay. So now we're in E, but we can play exactly the same notes, okay, and it'll still fit. I'll show you how.
3, 4.
See what I mean? Because the minor blues scale and the major blues scale are related like that. So one lick for the price of, what? 2 licks for the price of 1, I guess you could say. Now, here's the cool bit. Once you've locked in the phrasing for that lick, you can almost build a whole solo around it. You don't need much raw material to start sounding good in your solo. So let's go back to the minor version of the lick, and I'm going to kind of use it like a motif to create a new solo.
3, here we go.
So there's a few things where you kind of take it as a springboard and off you go. But the point is, lock yourself in with something really awesome to start with, and then you can build on it. And if you've got the right phrasing, that blues lick is going to sound superb. So just rewind the video as many times as you need to workshop this. Slow it down if you need to. Dial in that phrasing. And just before I go, you can get loads of great information like this on my free Saxophone Success Masterclass. This is my little plug. Just use the link that you can see there, or use the link in the description. And there's like a whole hour of this. You're going to absolutely love it. All you got to do is fill in your email. And hey, I'm pushing for 100K subs. So one little thing you can do for me is check right now to see if you're subscribed. You might watch all my videos and they just pop up in your feed, but you're not subscribed. So lock yourself in there and get subscribed. And the very last thing, which I always have to mention, is that if you want access to me on a daily basis, you can join the Inner Circle membership. Go and check it out as a free 7-day trial. By the way, I'm on green screen today. I haven't got a brand new studio. I've just been filming something else with green screen, so it was a bit easier. All right, you guys, take it easy. Hope you enjoy that blues lick. Practice hard, practice smart, and enjoy your music. See you next week. All right, in keeping with my New Year's goal of keeping... Okay, in keeping with my New Year's goal